When did you start supporting
When did I start
supporting
supporting?
City? Yeah.
Like '02.
Oh, two?
Yeah, yeah, like
Okay.
'02. Like back in the days.
Who played for City back then? Who was your star
There's a
player?
lot of different people. I don't really remember the
Yeah.
names. I was pretty young, but nah, I'm a diehard fan
Bro, you
still.
were 2 years old, nigga.
Yeah.
Bro.
But anyways, Reinders, he's better than Gundogan already. That's what you said.
No, no, no. I'm saying I can see him surpassing him
Oh,
in the
okay,
future.
okay, okay.
This all of this is too early for me to jump to any conclusions.
So how do you feel about Bernardo Silva, your new captain?
What about him? What?
How do you feel about him, your new captain?
I don't mind. He has the seniority. Um and I feel like he demands a lot from the players, so I don't mind it. I mean, it probably makes more sense for it to be a defensive player, but like at this point, I don't think that's a big deal.
Okay, okay, okay. I thought you guys would pick like Ruben Diaz or something.
And that's what I thought. I thought it would probably be like Diaz or something, but
Maybe
no.
Pep already sense he's
Pep,
washed.
I feel like I can even see Pep like rotating it. Maybe next game is gonna be like Diaz or something.
But you know Diaz is washed.
He's not washed.
Huh?
He's not performing at his best. That doesn't mean he's washed.
He hasn't been performing at his best for the past like 2 seasons.
Nah, that's stretching. That's stretching. But I'm hoping for a comeback from him as well
So
because
after that,
he can't keep doing what he's doing.
so after that open day performance, you guys think you're back, Man City. You're back to your best.
Let me clarify. We are not yet back because we beat Wolves.
Hmm.
That's what I'm gonna get that on the record.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, based off that performance, I'm optimistic of how we're going to
Optimistic for
perform,
what? What do you mean optimistic about
of
what?
how we're going to perform later in the season. Like it was a good start. There are other teams that didn't have good starts.
No,
Like
because I'm just saying like because last year you guys had a good start, then you guys won 1 and
yeah,
12.
you're right. It could end up being the same thing, but I just feel something different this time.
Mm. Are
I
you
feel
excited for
something different.
Oscar Bob? How do you feel about Oscar Bob?
Oh man. I don't know what he was doing when he recovered from that injury, but you see the way he's able to move in those tight
He's
spaces.
dirty. Yeah, he's
It's
dirty, man.
disgusting.
He's
It's
dirty. He's
disgusting.
dirty.
And the thing is, he's what, like 21, you said?
Yeah,
So
around
he's
there,
only gonna
around
get
there,
better.
around there.
So yeah, I have high hopes for him.
I have a
I think
question.
yeah, he's like he could be our next Mars. I can see it.
Do you
Morris.
think
Mm.
Mm.
do you think Nico Gonzalez is a good replacement for Rodri?
No, no, not
No?
even close. Not for Roger. No, I think he's a good role player. Like if you need a sub, something like
Uh,
that, or we need to rotate players, but I don't. I'm not too convinced. I'm not too.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you're kind of stuck with him until Rodri gets back,
we are. Yeah,
you
like
know?
I don't mind him. I don't hate him, but I'm also not like moved by him. It's just
Yeah.
whatever.
how's it gonna work when Foden comes back? Is he hugging bench? Because I think Oscar Bob has that right wing on lock.
Lord,
Doku,
honestly, you're right. If Oscar Wilde continues playing how he's playing, I don't see how
just like
Foden will
that. Foden on the
start.
bench, just like that.
Bro, that's our team. It's competitive, man.
Not even left wing. Doku, Marmoush plays on the left. I think now.
They could probably put him left wing and then
Church,
switch him with Bob.
Church even came off the bench.
You see, even that, like, I was surprised. I was surprised with
Zaweli,
that.
Yo, what's good?
Chelsea.
Uh, oh man,
So how about Chelsea? What happened?
bro, center backs. Bro.
Mm.
Wait, which center back started that game?
It was Chaluba. Hold on.
Orchard Pong.
Yeah,
It was Chaluba, Achapong,
Chalaba
and
played nice though.
pardon?
Chalaba was nice.
It was rubbish, bro. Yeah, like on the eye, you see how he's defending and all, but like we can't pass the ball forward. You see, like if you watch the game, we just do sideways passes and we're just frustrating to watch.
Okay, but you were doing
That's the entirety of our game. Cole was like I didn't realize how important he was for us, but like was it 2 days ago? Well, yesterday's game made me realize like wow, he's actually really important. So
cool.
yeah, cool man.
But Palmer goes to that
Very-
whole he goes to that whole game, no?
Well, yeah, I was saying, I told you it's our defense. Like the way we attack, it comes through our defense. They pass through
Those
the
pockets.
those lanes. What do you call it?
So Palmer goes to because of your defense. It was Chalaba's fault that Palmer didn't affect the
Well,
game.
Yes, pretty much. And also like the Crystal Palace's their formation is very compact.
Mhm.
So it's hard to, make those passes in the middle.
Okay, so what's the next move from here for Chelsea?
Well, what I would say is drop Chalobah first and foremost. 100%, bro. If Tosin is back, I think we'll be all right.
Crash, you
Because
agree? Drop,
Tosin,
drop, drop Chalobah.
just
Chalobah's
drop
the
him, bro.
issue.
You just
Crash, Chalobah is the issue.
fuck that guy, bro. Fuck him.
Bro, I told you in the last panel that I feel like what we definitely need right now is a center back. Like I can't go into my season with Chaloba and Tosin and Achempong. Like, bro,
I thought
that's
you rated Chalobah.
I rate him, but it's like we don't have every team has like a marquee center back. Like, Liverpool has Van Dijk, Arsenal have Saliba, like every team has a marquee center back. We don't have that right now. So, and that's a big problem, because every striker right now is going to dog us. Like Mateta had his way every time in the air. Like Mateta had his way. Like I'm not comfortable with that back line at all. Like that center back pairing, Chalobah he's good, but he can't be a starting center back for Chelsea in 2025, in my opinion.
Okay, but the game was still
I
zero
agree.
zero. But like you guys didn't create chances, is what I'm saying. That you guys played
Exactly.
very slow,
That's
very
what we're trying to say.
pragmatic.
Is their center backs? Their center
Your
backs,
center
like
backs.
Yeah,
it's
but you see the thing, right? You see the thing. I feel like even for my center back, yeah, like that's another issue on its own. Don't get me wrong, like because at the end of the day, that game could have flipped. If you can remember, we actually conceded a goal. We conceded a good goal from
How
Eze,
do you feel
and
about how do you feel about that goal? That goal should have stood.
it should have stood. I'm not a fan of like the whole VAR
Okay.
era with everything getting chalked off. Like I'm not a fan of that. That should have been a good goal, green.
Okay.
That should have been a good goal. That's a goal every year. I don't know why they're trying to make everything too specific, with the rules,
Exactly.
with VAR, with technology, but that should have definitely been a goal for sure. But yeah, just back to the center back stuff, I feel like we definitely need to get a new center back. Not just defensively, but because of how it affects us moving the ball. Our center backs need to be good in breaking those lines, not just making line breaking passes, but moving into the midfield with the ball. And I don't really feel like Chalobah and Achampong do a very good job in that. One thing I liked about Colwell is that he knows how to make like passes in between the lines. He knows
yeah,
how to make those line breaking passes, and we currently don't have that. So
yeah. That's what I was trying to explain to Tim.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with Chalobah like defensively. It's the passing aspect. He can't pass.
Yeah, the passing is very key.
And
Vertical
and
passing is very key.
yeah, and that's like Maresca's system. Our center backs makes our team work.
Okay.
With those type of center backs, with those type of ball playing like center backs, that's what makes our team flow. That's how we get our goals. That's how our midfield is able to operate everything.
So what about,
Without that center back, without a ball playing center back, we can't do anything. And we didn't have a single one. And besides Reece James, and Reece James is not really like a center back. He's a right back. He's being forced to play there. You don't have a center back.
Michael's asking why did y'all get rid of Vega?
I actually don't
Well,
know.
that guy's a beg. He was begging to. He
I-
wanted to. What did he say again? He was like, he didn't want to play left back. He wanted to play center back or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like players like him are very useful. All these utility players that can play center back, left back. He could also play defensive midfield. But I really don't know why that didn't work out. I know um right now, Chelsea has become like a business where we're just buying players to flip for profit, and I just feel like he was just one of those guys that fell under that bracket. But in my opinion, I really don't know why we sold him. I felt like he was a solid rotational player. I didn't think he was too good, but I didn't think he was bad. Like he felt composed on the ball. I really don't know why we sold Vega, but I
So, do you,
mean, Juventus has
so
something in their
is this
hands.
draw just like a one-time blip? Are you looking at it too much? Are you scrutinizing how do you see it?
Ah, I can't lie. I like these are the games. What we spoke about in the last type of in the panel where we spoke about those moments where things are tight, when things are not looking too strong, and who do you call on? We currently don't have that, and this game was a big, big indicator of those type of games where everything is looking grimy and you have to slug fest and like for example, Liverpool. I take reference for the first game versus Bournemouth. You guys were in control until, you know, two big moments from Semenyo and it's down 2-2. Who do you call like in those moments? And you guys will always have Salah. You guys will always have even Gakpo. I feel like that's probably my favorite player in Liverpool right now. Gakpo. I feel
He's
like
underrated.
he's going to come up a whole new level, especially with Diaz leaving an open room on the left wing. But we currently don't have a guy that when things are grimy, when things aren't making sense, who do we call? Even Palmer. Palmer, I didn't really see him in the game. He felt kind of lost. Like he didn't get that many touches on the ball. You know, we just have a lot of like jinky players, like Gittins, for example. I didn't really see the impact. I'm looking at guys like Cunha, I'm looking at guys like Mbuemo, like those guys when they have the ball, every touch is an action. Like every touch means something. Like every forward play means something. But when you look at players like Gittins, okay, cool, you can step over and cut back and all that, but it's not really doing anything. So it's just unfortunate how it came out, and this game for me was a big indicator that we're gonna struggle in slugfest.
Okay, but the thing
Those
is, you told
slugfest.
me that Mbomo is not a factor. Now you're calling him Mbomo. Is that match that you watched that Mbomo? How does Mbomo?
He has something. He has something. He definitely like me.
I mean,
One thing I
how is
like.
this
I
guy
like.
fat and he has so much peace? I don't
Fam,
Yeah,
he's
he's
actually
like
fat,
he's chunky.
Bro, he's
He's not
actually
fat, but he's
fat.
chunky.
Fam, it's chopped.
Yeah, he's chunky.
He does not look fit.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's a big boy, but that's the thing. Like, I like players like that, like players like him and Cunha. One thing I feel like United are gifted because now they have players that actually do
That moved the
things. Like,
needle. That
like
moved the
every
needle. Right? Yeah.
time Embuemo faces up with you, he's actually trying to, create an action from it. When you look at players like Sancho, Anthony, those are like for me, those are like fancy players, like jinky players as I term them. They're just trying to like, run around the pitch but not really do anything. When you look at players like Embuemo, like every time he wanted to hurt the defense, he wanted to, take a shot on goal. He wanted to take on his man. He wanted to put a dangerous ball into the box. So we need guys like that for sure. And just going back to Chelsea, I don't really feel like we have a player that can, save us in those moments where things are grimy. I feel like Delap had a good shift, but it's I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable right
For
now.
my own thing, I just feel like you guys just played into Crystal Palace's hands. Like they came to Stamford Bridge and you guys played slow. They want you to play slow. I was saying that they come to Stamford Bridge, you use the crowd, and you play that fast-paced football because it suits your own players attacking football. For
Yeah.
example, if you're gonna play Palmer 10, it's either two things. He has to get smarter with his movement. He can't just stay
Mm,
since Wharton and Hughes are blocking the cut passing lanes. You can't just stay there waiting
mm,
for a miracle to happen. Either you come back, let Enzo go, take up that space, or you just go on the right flank where they have to double team you, or now you're in 1v1 situations. For me,
yeah,
when you have Neto and Gittins, you need to play fast. You can't play pragmatic. You don't these are not
exactly.
Bernardo Silva's, Mahrez, Grealish that can do that pragmatic style of slow touch,
Yeah,
slow bam. These guys
yeah,
are direct run 1v1 type players. I feel like you're not
yep,
playing to their game, you know what I mean? But
yep,
I look at it, it's just one game. Like you guys just started training like let's say like 10 days ago. So I'm not really looking at it too
of
much.
course.
But it's just one of these wake up calls where I was saying like, yo, bro, like these are the type of games like, Cole Palmer's not playing well. Who's your next guy?
Who's your
But but
next guy?
but
exactly.
Yeah,
Estavio did come up the bench and he made some noise. I was impressed with
He's starting next game, thousand
his,
percent
his little cameo. He was good.
starting, bro.
yeah. I
But
told
Wait,
you,
who's
Leonardo.
that other guy that came on? Andre Santos. I
oh
never
yeah,
heard of him before.
I don't know that guy either.
Who's
Do
that
you?
you
guy?
guys don't know
RJ,
him? He played
RJ,
for
RJ is
Strasbourg. He was like one of the
Salzburg,
best
yeah.
midfielders last season. Yeah,
Yep. He had a really
He's a
good breakout
midfielder?
year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
So how do you guys rate Spurs opening match, Michael? What do you think?
Man, I think it was amazing. I
Yeah,
think it's what we'd expected from Spurs. I didn't think we would lose that game.
yeah.
Obviously Burnley coming up to the Prem, I think it was a bit of an easy match, I would say. Like you have Kyle Walker not really playing well, all these different defenders that are now adjusting to the game. You know what I mean? So obviously having kudos on the right wing, I think it was
Oh, he's
amazing to
dirty.
see.
Oh, he's
He's
so
disgusting. But also what I've been trying to say for the past like couple of years is that don't rule out Richarlison. That guy will
really,
bother you until he scores. That guy
really.
Who?
will bother. Richarlison to me is like
Oh,
he's one of those like pesky strikers that would just
Yep,
try and do something, right?
But he scored four
But
yeah,
goals
like
last season though.
I know, but that's fair. But like look at
Fair.
Bam. He's Brazilian. He's gonna show up when it
Okay.
matters. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
yo. So what's gonna
So
happen with Solanke then?
No, Solanke's nice though. He scored like 17, I swear, like last season.
no, Nah,
he did.
Solanke
Mhm.
needs to. Solanke is the type of player that he needs good service. Like I need
Yes.
think with Richarlison, he could create his own shots. Like he's gonna make
Hmm.
moments out of nothing. Like look at the goal
Exactly.
he scored. You know, the
Yeah, those
cross
two goals
that
were
Kudus. It
good.
was
Two
that the
goals were good
second goal,
finish.
the goal where he like did the overhead kick, bro. Like who does that? Who
Yeah,
does that,
Hmm.
bro? Like so
Hmm.
Richarlison is a very moments player. I don't really
Hmm.
know how he performs in the big games. I don't really think he's a good big game player, but he can definitely put a moment from anything, and that's one thing I
Yeah.
read about him.
And the thing
But
with Solanke is that like, oh, so sorry to cut you off, but
yeah,
the thing with Solanke is that like he needs, I feel like he needs more service from centrally more than wide. You know what I
mm,
mean? Like I don't really see him taking like aerial threats. I don't think he's an aerial threat at all. So kind of looking at the way that Spurs play as of right now, like using even Kudos and Johnston. What Johnston even came on? Who was there before? Johnson came on. I'm not even sure.
Johnson came off and he put on your older bear or some
Yeah,
shit.
Orderberry, yeah. Like the way that like Sankey needs to score is through the middle. You have like a nice lane. He takes on like a defender and then he'll maybe make a move and shoot.
Yeah.
But Richarlison, like as you said before, he makes his own chances. But the thing that I'm really concerned about is our midfield and our defense. We have guys like Archie Gray who aren't really too sound in terms of his own position, and then we have guys like obviously Kulishevsky who's like well
Wait, I didn't
well
play.
seasoned.
Was he injured?
No,
No, yeah,
I
he's
don't.
injured. He's
He's on the
recovering.
He's
bench.
injured?
No, remember he had surgery before the
Oh,
World
okay,
Cup
okay, okay.
final.
I'm
Oh,
about to
okay,
say,
okay,
there's no
okay.
way. Okay, I even forgot about him. I didn't see him.
Bro,
And
me
that's what I'm
too.
saying.
but
Like we have
Oh,
we
these guys are
have we
getting
have all
Savinho
these
too.
players.
Eze.
You're concerned about your
We
midfield? Look, like what I was
I
watching, you guys were making like for like changes. You guys took off, let's see, um, Archie Gray. You guys put on Rodrigo Bentancur. You guys took off Pape Sarr. I can't remember now, but I feel like you guys were making like for like changes. You guys have like underrated depth. That's what I was noticing.
no, but like I just don't think that they're sound. Like I think Bentancur is a great skin. Like Bentancur is a great player, but he's not sound. Right now we need an attacking midfielder,
Yeah,
and who are we looking for? You know what I mean? Like we don't have someone that's like that
yeah,
can
no
create those
creativity.
chances
Yeah,
for
in the
Solanke.
midfield. Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like
but
it's kind of hard to watch at times for me at least, especially in that super. Oh my days,
Super Cup.
That Super Cup. Oh yeah,
man. So it's like I feel like we're almost like now relying on like set pieces from Pedro Porro. Now we're not relying on like certain things to make those like create those moments.
yeah.
Like not within a drive. Essentially, I feel like that's where like we're not really playing to our strengths at least with Solanke and like our other attackers.
But are you impressed with Thomas Frank impact on your team so far
Oh,
though?
for sure. Oh yeah. Like I think he's definitely taking the toll on in terms of where we placed last year and trying to at least make that big jump, especially now we're competing in Champions League. I think he's definitely making the right move in terms of the way that I think he's adapting the same play style that he had in Brentford, where he's relying on those almost like those chances off the wing to kind of play in words the middle, at least like even like looking at the way that he would use like in Buemo and Wessa, it's very similar to the way that Mohamed Kudus and Richarlison played
Yeah.
this last couple of games. So
So
yeah,
so, so,
still
so that, so that means you were Ange out.
I was an Ange out.
So after he won that trophy, you were like, okay, give him another chance.
I think he showed his like what's going like he's very determined to get things done. In terms of like winning trophies. But once again, we haven't won a trophy in like 17 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like I feel like he really tried his best with the once again with the players that we had. We were injury plagued in terms of like our defense kind of going, and then like other players not really showing up when they needed to. So yeah, like I honestly think we should have at least given to December. That's what I was thinking.
No,
But
you guys made the
yeah.
right decision
But
still.
even while we still speak on Spurs, man, I feel like we need to take a moment to applaud what's his name, Kudus, bro.
mm,
Because I feel like people don't really understand how much of a big impact he's about to have for this Spurs team in
mhm.
general, bro. Like for me, like I watched every single game. I watched like no, not every single game, but I watched nine of the 10 Premier League games this weekend, and he was for me the player of the week. Like player of the
Yeah,
week,
he's
him and what's the guy from Man City? Reinders. Those were
Rangers.
the
Yeah.
two
Randers.
two top performing players in my eyes, you know, because like I watched every single action from Kudus, bro. Every time he had the ball, bro, it just felt like something was gonna happen. He feels very dominant right now. Like he's strong as well.
And fast,
That's one
bro.
thing about him. Not only is he skillful, but he's actually physically
Very
strong.
strong and
So you actually
fast,
Mhm.
bro.
you can't nick the ball off him because he will protect it properly. And we saw in those two assists that he gave to Richarlison that he's definitely gonna be a wide threat. That will be scary all season. And with the potential addition of Eze to that Spurs team, it could really get scary, not
They're
gonna lie. Like
cooking.
I'm
They're
having
cooking.
shivers right now thinking about, that potential front three of Eze, Richarlison, and Kudus. It could really, really, really get scary in White Hart Lane.
But even on Reinders, right? I wasn't expecting that type of debut from Reinders. Timmy, you expected it?
I wasn't expecting it. Honestly, I thought again he was like a good signing. I was just eager to see what he would do. But what I really liked the most was that player. Like you see that dink he
Oh
gave to
Jesus, that whew.
what's it called? That youngster.
Lewis.
Rico Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis. Yeah, stuff like that I wasn't expecting. So I'm liking what I'm seeing.
He's also
For
very
sure.
dominant in midfield. Like not only he can do the flair stuff, but like even not only the take-ons, but how he receives the ball. Also like his
Mm.
tackles in midfield, win the ball back. Like just all around, he's everywhere.
That's
Type
why
of
like I feel like he's very attacking minded and like the city midfield we have now, I think we're getting back to that. Like I don't know if you remember when we didn't have a striker, we
yeah.
didn't have Aguero, and it was just like Foden and Mahrez and Sterling, and we used to just pass side to side until we break the line. Like
Yeah.
that's all we were doing. But before, like after a while, I feel like we started being a bit more passive, but now we're getting back to that. So that's what I like.
So as we were talking before, like, do you guys think after that performance, you guys think Man City they're back? Is,
Are
is
you
that
asking
is,
me?
is, is that enough to move? I'm saying the whole chat. Is that enough to move you guys? They beat Wolves away from home 4-0. You guys like are you guys buying it? They're back. They're
Oh,
winning the
no,
title.
me, I always had them winning the league. I
Really?
had them winning the league, like from the jump.
They're that
Yeah.
sharp.
Like I told you guys, even in the group chat, like the attack right now is the most fluid it's been in a very long time.
Hmm.
They've gotten rid of players like Grealish, players that I felt they were kind of slow, players that made their tempo slow. Because thing with City now is that they're so fluid that they will kill you in a few passes. Players like Oscar Bob. I don't know if you guys really know about him,
Disgusting.
but players like Oscar Bob, players like Cherky, players like
Trick even came off the
when he
bench.
and he scored. So it's like I just feel like they have so much offensive power to kill you in different ways. And now that they've gotten rid of certain players, now that they're not no longer trying to accommodate for KDB and they are playing their best team and things of that nature, I personally have them winning the league. If they can get Rodri back as soon as possible, I think I heard 2 months. For me, City numero uno this
So let's say
season.
so you said numero uno. So let's say my team let's say you just land Isak, boom, tomorrow. Are you still on
But
City to win the
Tim,
league? They're still
Tim,
favorite.
sorry to interrupt, but your team, your midfield is
My
not
midfield.
balanced at all.
Yeah.
Is
Our
in
midfield's not
Your
balanced.
your
very
your your
imbalanced.
midfield right now, your
No
midfield right now
DM,
is
bro.
getting caught on transitions
Like,
easily.
yeah,
Wait, hold on. So when you say that we're getting caught in transitions,
Yeah.
is it because the midfield's not there because we're losing the ball in bad areas?
yeah.
No, I feel like one reason why I feel like you guys currently don't have an actual holding mid. The Szoboszlai McAllister midfield for me doesn't really
Yeah,
work
I don't like that one.
on a defensive end. I don't really know what happened to what's his name?
Gravenberch.
Gravenberch.
He
He had
became
like
Gravenberch.
he became a father, so he missed that game, but he'll be there
no, he
for
had
Oh,
like he
okay.
didn't
Newcastle.
play that game.
Okay. Yeah, because I think it makes more sense having him in midfield than having Szoboszlai and McAllister. But just going back to City, I just feel like City have currently, the best team at the moment, especially on the offensive end. Like they just have so many technical players. Oscar Bob missed last season. He's back now. Very, very good player. Look at what they did, and that was without Foden starting. And if Foden can reach the heights he's always reached, Haaland always score goals.
Wait, so do you think
They
Foden's gonna come back and walk back into this squad? Because for
nah,
me, it looks like Oscar Bob has that right. Pep loves that
nah,
guy.
he's
Looks
not
like
walking
he
back.
has that right wing spot unlocked. I'm looking at Foden. Are gonna play the 10 or gonna play left wing? I think he's gonna start operating off the left flank.
Yeah, he's gonna
But
probably
then I'm
come off
looking
the
at
left.
Marmoush also. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know how all this is gonna work. They have a lot of firepower, but how is he gonna keep all these guys happy?
I have no clue.
It's also just Guardiola, bro. You can't write that dude off. He got his girl back, man.
He
Last
did, he
season
did,
he
he
was
did,
crashing out. He was
he did.
crashing out, trying to hurt himself and shit. Now he got his girl back. Oh man, I'm actually I think City are probably title contenders with Liverpool this season.
Yeah.
Arsenal, I don't even know. I think they might just get to third even.
What's with all this Arsenal
Oh,
underestimating Arsenal, fam? I don't
Oh,
I
understand
thought
shit.
that,
Look
bro.
at
underestimating
that
I'm
Arsenal.
not buying
grass.
it.
Look at your attack, bro.
I'm not buying this Gyökeres hype, man. All he's doing
Exactly.
is
Guys,
Exactly.
it's
Bro,
one
fixing his
match.
hair, fixing his
Bro, not
hair
all, even
every
like you guys are saying this Gyökeres thing. It's a one match. I'm looking at Mboma for some reason. Mboma could have easily punished Arsenal, but I just feel like he just wasn't match sharp. That's what I'm saying. Like it's gonna take them three matches till they get to that killer. They get their killer instinct back. I'm looking at some other players like
yeah, but
Konate.
also with
Konate was also rubbish on Friday. He's not match sharp as well.
yeah, well, hold on. We'll get to your defense real quick, but just a quick thing about Mbeumo and Cunha and stuff. I think the issue with United right now is not even just they strengthen their attack, but it's just the delivery system to the attack. You know what I mean? I don't think our midfield is strong enough to get the most out of these guys. You know what I mean? But um, we'll see how the season goes. You know,
What do you mean
we
by
got
get the
we got
most?
these
Are you saying like supply them? What do you mean by get the most?
yeah, supply them. You know what I mean? I mean, we have Bruno and stuff, but once again, it's the formation that's just like confusing the hell out of me. How are you gonna play with two midfielders? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? But especially in a league like the Prem, where everybody has most of their depth in the midfield, and strong midfields like Man City, they they win you the league, Um, yeah, that's the thing about United that kind of concerns me. But the one thing that the positive thing about Mbeumo and Cunha is their work rate. Like Toby was saying earlier, like the one thing about Mbeumo is just the crazy thing about him is just his work rate. He'll go, everything is just direct. He's trying to get actions out of it. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that I can look forward to. You know what I mean? Like throughout the season, he's gonna be that for us, and we've been lacking that for the past couple seasons. Somebody as direct and as aggressive as Mbeumo and Cunha.
The thing is, you're so concerned about your midfield that, but like when I watched that game,
Yeah.
it didn't look like there was gaps. Like to be honest, Arsenal was more threatening on counterattack you guys lost possession. It was in transition, but like with the three versus two in midfield, it looks like your two players that are high come inside to create like an overload sometimes. So it's like I didn't really notice.
So my issue with the midfield is not necessarily just like week in, week out. It's more like throughout the whole season. You know what I mean? I don't think we have the legs for that,
I
you
yeah.
see.
know?
But you guys are playing
And
one
that,
game a week.
but I know, but which will help us definitely. But I still think we need to at least sign one more midfielder, even if it's like Baleba, honestly, that's probably next season. I don't think it's happening this
Yeah, it's
season.
not.
But
No way, no
if we
chance.
just sign any sort of midfielder, why start Ugarte? Honestly, I don't know. We didn't start Ugarte this game,
Yo, I
but
don't know who's worse, him or Enzo right now. Holy shit.
Ugarte's cheeks, bro. I
So,
can't even
so
deny
Sam,
it.
what do you think about
Uh,
Enzo? It's been too long for him to be performing like
Tim,
this.
Tim, Tim. The only like excuse I can give him right now, even though it's not really valid, is just like the break. Yeah, they've only like 3 weeks of break, but still everyone else is like fit.
In Club World Cup, was he sharp?
Even like that final, something was off. Like
Mhm.
the past couple games, he was okay, but that final, something was off. Like he didn't like
But I was hearing
he
from Chelsea fans that Enzo was performing at a high level last season. It was Enzo, he was there.
he was getting the goals and assists, but like if you're talking about play wise, no, not really. He was more of a box crasher. Like you were just
So,
getting
what's
the goals
so
and
what's
assists.
Enzo's role in your like? How do you see
What I
Enzo?
would
What
like from him is that defensive line playmaker,
deep
like one
line
that everyone
playmaker?
knows. Yeah, but like the way Enzo Maresca and what's this guy Pochettino has been playing him is more of that box crasher, and I don't like it at all.
So you want to play more like a
It's
McAllister role.
restricting his abilities to pass the ball to direct the play, and like when he's playing like a what you call it, a box crasher, he can't move the ball forward. He's too weak. He gets bodied too easily, and he can't press. He can't defend.
Yeah,
So
off the ball is a liability. Yeah,
he's a huge liability. Even
yeah.
against the Crystal Palace game, it was just very frustrating. He couldn't like he couldn't even pass the ball. He couldn't even like Toby can testify, right? It was like
Yeah.
very, very sluggish. Very it's as if like he's like
The game felt like it was moving faster than him. Like the game was too quick
exactly.
for him, yeah, in that
But
moment.
some Chelsea
Yeah.
fans are calling for him to be dropped. You guys agree or
Yeah, because
would you rather Reece James in that position? Because in
no,
Club World Cup you were playing Reece James in midfield, and
The thing
you guys
is,
won the
I
thing.
can't, I don't really want, no, I wouldn't want, I feel like Reece James is only good there tactically, but I don't want him to
Mm,
start the system in, in
yeah,
center mid. I
exactly.
feel
Yeah.
like him playing as a fullback, then inverting into the midfield is better than him starting as a midfielder because for two reasons. One, I don't want to see Malo Gusto starting for my club at this moment. And two is no, real shit. Like, bro, Malo Gusto is one of the most frustrating players in my team right now. But I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's a young guy. But and secondly, I don't want Reece James starting as a midfielder because I don't feel like he has that ability to, be press resistant, because I feel like midfielders need to be able to turn quickly and things of that nature.
Mm.
I don't feel like he has that ability. He can pick a pass, he can do all those things, but I don't feel like he has what it takes to start the system as a midfielder. Personally, if I was to drop Enzo, it would be for Adre Santos to start.
What about Lavia?
bro,
Lavia,
real
injuries,
shit, bun
injuries,
him. Like seriously,
Eh?
injuries,
bun him. The guy's been
injuries,
here for almost 3 seasons now, and he's not even played like 50%.
injuries. We said it last game, like we said it last week. Availability will always be the best ability. If you can't start if you can't be fit, if you can't start games, you're better off, not as good as the next man that can start but isn't as good. So, that's the struggle we're having with him. The injuries for sure.
Alright.
So I wanted to ask a random question. Who do you guys rate who do you think has a higher ceiling, Mbuemo or Semenyo?
Hey.
Hmm.
How old is Semenyo? 24?
I'm good. He's 26, I think.
Semenyo's 26 or 24? It has to be
There's
24.
no way
You
he's
know where he's
24.
No,
They're about the
You
same
hold
age,
on.
know,
yeah.
20,
I
Semenyo
think
is
25
25.
or
He's born in
26.
2000. He's born in
Both of them are the
2000.
same
Both
He's
age.
25,
12, I
right?
think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's 25.
What's a
He's
higher
born in
ceiling?
2000.
What's the higher
he has
ceiling?
who do you think
Semenyo
has
or
a higher
Mbomu? Ha.
okay, I'll answer this way. Who do you think would have been better for Manchester United, Semenyo or Mbuemo?
I think
I
Mbomu,
think
I'm
fam.
going to
I
say
Semenyo is
think
the
Semenyo.
better.
Yeah.
I think
I'm going to
Mbomu,
say
No.
fam.
Semenyo still.
No.
Mbomu scores like 20 Premier League Gs,
Mbemo.
bro.
Wait, actually, no,
Mbemo,
no, no.
Mbemo for sure. For
I
me,
think
Mbemo for
Mbomu,
sure.
fam. 20
If
Premier
we're
League
talking
Yeah.
about this
Gs.
specific system, then sure, Mbemo.
Bro,
But if we're talking about direct,
Mbuemo's
like
not
more of a overall player,
You think, like,
look at
wait,
it this
what?
way.
I think I'm
What
going
is
to pick
one thing
Semenyo.
Mbuemo can do that Semenyo cannot do?
Score 20
So
Premier League goals.
no,
Yeah,
no, I feel like
no.
not even just scoring to. I feel
Yeah.
like Mbemo is
A
going
lot
to
of
give
penalties.
you.
No?
Mbemo creates chances, like he creates goals as well.
Like
It's not just
off the
about
cross,
scoring. He
right?
creates.
Off
He
the
creates a
cross.
You know,
lot of,
yeah,
yeah,
I'll
he
give you that.
creates.
So like Semenyo, I feel like Semenyo is like a one-man team. You see how he's
Yeah.
playing for, he can play on the strike. He can play as a striker. He can
Yeah.
use his 2 foot. He can play on both sides of this flank.
Yeah, that's what I like about
That's
Semenyo.
what me too.
I like he play
He
like
plays full back.
all this rubbish wingers
He
that can
plays
only
left
play
back. He
one.
plays full back
All
too. He
these
plays
wingers
right
that can
back
only
as
play
well.
one wing, fam. I like wingers that can
Yeah,
play both
he
wing,
can
fam.
do
You
everything.
know who needs Semenyo? It's Arsenal. Arsenal needs Semenyo.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh,
think
oh,
Arsenal.
Maobi,
But
you'll take Semenyo.
okay, for Martinelli,
Hold
hell
on,
yeah.
hold
Yeah,
on.
from
Let's say they,
Martinelli.
let's say they gave you Semenyo or Ademola Lookman left wing. Who you taking?
Semenyo, bro.
Huh?
Semenyo.
Huh?
Ah,
Yeah.
Semenyo's
yeah.
prem
Nah,
proven.
I agree
Why?
still. That Serie A league is too
Yo.
fugazi,
Wait,
bro.
hold
I ain't
on.
going to.
Wait. Why are we acting like Lookman didn't come from Fulham and play on Leicester City as well? He's prem proven.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he
but
didn't
the
born
prem
in.
changes, bro. Prem is not what
Yeah,
it was
it was like a
two,
Salah
three
moment,
seasons
bro.
ago.
Man,
Him.
bro,
I'm
that
simply
Lookman, I don't
picking
know why.
Semenyo because that Serie
So Sam, you were saying that the reason you take Semenyo was what?
Oh, me?
we were talking. No, we all talked about. You said we all. Semenyo plays more positions. He's more powerful. It's very hard to get the ball off him. Uh,
Mm.
well, from what I've seen from Brentford, what's his name,
Mbomo.
and Mbeumo, they mainly prioritize from counterattacks, like because of
Mhm.
his. I haven't really seen much of his actual play style.
Attribute.
So
Yeah.
this team with this new Man U team, I will be I don't know. It's my first time actually seeing him play in like possession. I don't know if Man U are they playing possessive
I don't
football
know
or
if they're gonna try and have some control in games that where they can, because but by the Arsenal thing, they did have more, quite a bit more possession than them, so they will have a lot. I think they will try and have a lot of the ball.
oh yeah, well regardless of that, if they do end up being more possessive team, I expect Embuemo to, you know, I want to see more of him because I can. Semenyo is a one man team. Like I like a lot of like it's very, very hard to get the ball off him. Like
Mhm.
when he was playing against Chelsea last season, I was like, oh my God, this guy is very frustrating to play
He
against.
always scores against us too. Like since
And
he always
same
scores
goes to
against
us too. He dunked on us.
always scores against us every time, fam.
A
Mhm.
very good player.
Every
Like
time.
he makes the best decisions on the wing. Like, and I'm very surprised. Like when they play him on both flanks, like he doesn't flop. Like
He's
he's always
still effective,
consistent.
right? I like wingers like that. All
Mhm.
these wingers that can only play one left wing. That doesn't make any sense, bro. Like when I grow up, like bro, you could play left wingers, you can play right wing. It's the same thing, but I don't know. You guys are too
And
bougie now.
the fact that he's even both footed alone, I'll take over on
Yeah,
Bremer because left he can strike with his right foot. On the right, he can strike with his.
yeah,
He
that's
can
true.
cut
That's
in.
true. That's true. But I'm surprised no top club was in for him in the summer. He signed a new contract at
Where's
Bournemouth.
he going?
Exactly right. Yeah.
Signed a new contract at Bournemouth. I don't know.
With this guy Tony left Brentford, maybe the guy who's like Wissa. Wissa scored 29 goals
Mm.
He
and
scored
Wissa
19,
didn't
yeah.
play. He didn't score any penalties. So like I I feel like the guy that doesn't take the penalties is working hard.
Yeah, but you have to also look at Mbomo. He's probably assisting a lot of those goals.
It's not. Yeah,
Can you repeat that? I didn't hear you.
I
Who, me?
think
Yeah, I didn't hear you at all.
No, I'm saying like
Yeah, your shit would cut
Mbomo.
out.
I'm saying Mbomo probably assisted Bear those Wisa goals though. The one he scored like 19.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, he creates a lot in Mbomo. He's a good creator. I don't know.
yeah.
They're both good. They're both good.
That's a good conversation.
That's
I think
actually a
they
good
need
one.
both of them, honestly.
Who?
They need both of them, Manu. They need both Semenyo and
They
Mbumo.
do, they do.
That's what they need. Because yeah, I get it. Mbumo is more complete, but I see what he means with Semenyo. Semenyo, he makes shit happen on his own.
He's good.
Same
He's
with
good.
same with Cunha.
You
You
think
know,
Mbeumo is more complete than Semenyo, or
No,
the other way?
all the way
I
around,
think Semenyo
bro.
is complete than Mbeumo.
I don't see
Man,
Semenyo creating as
Semenyo
many
offers more,
chances though.
bro. Come on.
He's just
man, that
a
Mbomo's dangerous. Well, like to be fair,
Like,
and Mbomo's dangerous. But if I actually sit down and say, okay, who hurts us more? Is that Semenyo that hurts my own team?
it
Just for
is.
my
It
own team.
is.
Semenyo hurts
like,
my own team more.
You
yeah,
know
but
what I would
at
say
the
about
same time, though, mm,
so you see
mm,
something very interesting. Like you see the Manchester United and Arsenal game. I feel like if it was Semenyo that was isolated with Calafiori, the amount of times that Mbeumo was isolated with Calafiori, I bet you he would have made some shit happen.
Of
Like
Mm.
course,
I can see
he's
that.
yeah,
dangerous. He's dangerous. He's a threat.
like
That's
when
what you call him. He's a threat.
one on one different, like one on one, like when it comes to one on one, Semenyo is weaker. You can
The thing I like about Semenyo a lot is the fact that like he's persistent. Like you see how somebody earlier was in the panel was talking about like being a persistent player. Like he will keep coming at you like time and time again all game. Like I
He
remember
doesn't
last
stop.
season. Last season, he scored a brace. He scored a big brace versus Leicester City, and like it's like this guy doesn't stop. Like all game, he just wants to come at you. And like we reference, left foot, right foot, he's striking that ball. He has a very good ball striking ability.
Damn, it's
Like
fried,
Mm.
and
bro.
and that's one thing that will like I don't like it when I see wingers that can't really strike the ball. Like players like Madueke, when they strike the ball, it's like it's so soft, it's so tame.
He's
It's
wearing
not really
Timberlands.
like, but bro, if Semenyo strikes that ball, left foot, right foot, bang, bang. Like look at
Yeah.
his summer training videos, top bins. top
Like
bins,
that,
Every
yeah.
man.
time, still, those are fried.
That was
He's top bins, bro. Top
Surprised he didn't
bins,
get a
top
big
player.
signing.
Even
I'm
as you're
surprised.
like
bringing that up, I just realized as long as as Arsenal have Martinelli starting on the wing, I don't think they go in any significant trouble.
exactly,
Bro, they're not winning
exactly.
anything regardless.
And they went to now add Madueke to the equation. So they're obviously not a serious club.
Like I told you guys, I told Tim, sorry, I told Tim in our last panel, I was like, bro, I would never be scared of an Arsenal hype till I die. Like, how can you tell me that you want to push for a title challenge and off the bench you're bringing on Madueke and Havertz, like ex-Chelsea rejects? Like, how does that even make sense, bro? Like, ex-Chelsea rejects are who you're bringing in to save the game. They're just lucky that they have the set piece thing on lock, and Premier League hasn't really tied down on, these corner kick tactics. But, bro, United ran them all game. United ran them all game, bro. And Gyökeres, man, I don't know when we're going to speak on this brother, but bro, this guy
He
looks
looks
like a
heavy.
donkey.
He looks heavy.
He looks
That's the
like
thing.
a
He looks
donkey on the pitch,
he looks
bro.
heavy, bro. He's
They call him the
heavy.
white version of
Fam,
Lukaku.
Yo,
heavy.
these
every touch is a duel. Every touch is a duel, bro. Like, man, that's crazy.
these
Oh,
pundits are going to have a
God.
field day. These
Mm.
pundits are going to have a field day on Gyökeres, man.
Yo,
Real
how many
shit.
times? How many times are we
We'll
gonna
talk,
see
sorry.
this? How many times are we gonna see this? I need to know.
11 times, 11 times
11
right there.
times.
11
11
11,
times.
times.
11
11
Premier
times
League
in
goals.
Premier League or
11.
all comps? All
No,
comps.
no, no. I'm saying
Yo, I was gonna, sorry, I was
he's
gonna
getting 11
say,
all comps.
11.
yo, I was
All
gonna
comps.
Oh,
say
come
there are
on.
All
two
comps.
leading
He's
At
gonna get
least,
indicators.
11
at
all
least, at
comps.
I think
least,
I
at
He's
think
gonna
we'll
get.
least.
see this.
That's a
We'll see this
lot.
a lot. We'll see this a lot in the Carabao Cup, you know. Like we'll see this a lot in
So wait,
those
so
games.
how many times will we see this in the Premier League?
Man.
8.
Eight.
I think
No,
Eight.
no, that's disrespect.
Eight.
That's
Bro,
this.
you're dissing. You're
No, no,
dissing.
no,
You're
no,
dissing.
fam.
You're
If I'm
You're
being,
dissing. You're dissing.
honest, fam, that Man U defense, yeah, it's sound, but obviously, like, I'm assuming, bro. At the same time, it's that Portugal league is fraudulent. That
Mhm.
Portugal league, fam. Even the striker that they replaced with Gokras just bagged 2 goals last game. Fam,
Yeah.
fam. Like, I need more. Like, I think he should. I think that like he should have at least scored yesterday. I think he like
Did you have a
if you're
chance
coming
to
into the
score though?
prem, exactly. That's the thing.
Yeah,
It's not even like
but I'm
for
saying the
me,
team, but
for
like they
me,
didn't really
for me,
create
for
anything.
me, for me, it's not even just about the goals. Cause like I feel like me, the way I watch the game, right, is beyond like the stats, it's beyond the goals and assists.
Yeah.
Like I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I feel like he didn't really get that much service to score.
Mhm.
But bro, the complete package was bad, bro. Like he didn't feel comfortable on the ball. Like
Okay, but what if it's a
it felt like
Haaland?
the
What if it's a
ball.
Haaland case? Because Haaland's
No,
complete
but
package is not.
Haaland is not this bad on the ball. Like Haaland isn't this bad. Like at least Haaland. No, no. Let's respect Haaland right now. Like Haaland, has his
Hold on,
issues.
who's better on the ball, Jokeris or Haaland?
Haaland, of
Haaland,
course, a
Haaland.
Right
thousand
now, you guys are
No,
percent.
dissing,
Haaland?
fam. You guys are
no,
dissing, fam.
no,
What?
You guys are
no.
Haaland,
dissing.
though.
What?
We
So,
Yo,
speaking like
when I was watching this guy Gyökeres, bro, it felt like the ball was a bomb. It felt like a bomb, bro. Like there was even one time. Oh no, I can't really speak on him. And yo, this is a 27-year-old player, bro. This should be a complete, a player in his prime.
The other
We're not
thing,
even talking about let's give him a next game to prove. This is a player in his prime, in his physical prime.
Look
Come
at
on,
Holland
bro.
from
the other thing though about
BVB Holland. BVB Holland was a problem. BVB Holland was a problem. He was like what 20, 21 maybe? How old is he then
22.
back
I think
then?
it's 22
yeah,
years old. Yeah.
Damn, he was a problem. I once again, I'm not moved. I'm not moved at all.
thing about
At
so
all.
Gyökeres as well is like
what else?
Arsenal.
Wait, let me.
Arsenal are
Wait,
just
what I
like
wanted
okay,
to say.
with if they're relying so much on corners and crosses into the box and stuff, and you've seen this guy's heading record, like he's not that guy, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm concerned about is like just for Arsenal style of play, like I don't know how he's gonna fit into this, like the way he plays and the way Arsenal play.
It's
Chima,
not.
they,
It's
Chima,
not. It's
Chima,
not
they,
a.
they
It's
they
not a
hate you
good
guys.
fit.
They hate
Nah,
Arsenal.
nah, nah. These are my ops. These are all Chelsea United. These are ops. But
No,
what I'm
no,
gonna say,
but
like,
even if
wait, let me say something, Toby. Something you said is actually true. Two truths can exist. Like on the eye, Gyökeres is shit. Like you cannot even compare. Like watching like compared to like when I was watching Gabriel Jesus striking for us, like how he takes the ball, uses the ball
Yeah,
properly, like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
garbage.
Mhm.
Someone was calling him like a bleaching Lukaku. They say Joker is like a bleach version of Lukaku. Like,
Yo, real shit.
you
Jesus.
know what I'm
Already.
saying? So like if he's trying to depend on like, oh, he's gonna like bulldoze his way in the Premier League, like body the defenders. Like I think he has a long run because Premier League defenders are faster, stronger. So like me, I'm on the minority part coming talking about Gyökeres. Like I don't really have. I'm kind of skeptical, highly skeptical about him. But like I don't think he's gonna be our savior. If I'm being honest, like I think Arsenal needs to sign like a number 10 and a left winger. To be honest, if you want to really
Gyökeres plays like he's
sorry, right.
wearing baggy jeans. Like I don't know.
He didn't have a season, so I'm not really sure about that one because you see Isak too now. If Isak comes, don't think Isak is going to be bagging because Isak didn't have a preseason at all. So like he's going to have to like bed into like the style of play the team wants him to play. He's still going to like get fit and get sharp.
He's
So
still
like
gonna bag like 15 goals. So it's like,
Isak,
yeah, even if you join that team, Isaac is that good.
Isak
Last
is
season, he had
Isak
a
yeah,
is
slow
good.
burner as well.
best, one of the
I
best,
know he still has to get
top
up to
two
pace.
at
You know what
least,
I'm saying?
best
He's not
striker.
just going to come
That's what I'm saying. I don't want
and
to. I don't want to count
goals every day.
Gawker out. I don't want to count Gawker. It's just one game, and he doesn't look
Yeah,
sharp. So I want to see like five at least. You know what I'm saying?
but
That's what I'm waiting for.
not on the eye.
My
He's
biggest, my biggest, my biggest, my biggest fear with Gyökeres is two things. One, his age. I feel like, like I said, at his age, there isn't that much room for, okay, next game or three games. Yo,
yeah.
if things are not making sense for him in December, Arsenal fans are going to be all over his case because
Mhm.
this is not a 22-year-old from
Yeah,
Portugal,
exactly. Yeah, so
from
you're coming.
Portugal.
You have to come
This
like
is a
yeah.
27 turning 28-year-old player in his physical prime.
Hmm.
And the second thing that I
Yeah.
have an issue with is if you're telling me that Gyökeres' biggest strength is his physicality, ah,
Mm-mm.
long day, because these Premier League defenders are a
They're
step ahead.
D's.
This
They're
you're not
D's.
playing versus fucking what's the name of the guy in you're not playing versus Real Ave or playing versus
You
Or Mendy.
what's their name again?
Brandon.
Like you're playing
Okay.
these Premier League defenders are well
Otamendi.
fed. These guys are well fed, man.
yeah,
One
yeah.
crazy stat about Gyökeres, I found out that like last season he scored like 60% of his goals were like against the top like the bottom 15 half of the Portuguese league. Like he didn't
Holy.
score against the top eight.
Hmm.
And
Or
mind
like
you, majority of them were for pens
so,
as well. So
19 pens, right?
yeah, yeah, shit like that too. Yeah, he was the majority pen taker too. So like
19
I
pens.
don't
So
lie, I'm not really hyped about Gyökeres,
listen,
honestly. Like
to give Gyökeres credit, like okay, it's only been the first game of the season, right? But from what we've seen, it looks like he's playing with baggy jeans on. He just
Mhm.
needs to find his belt. Once he finds his belt, in the season, halfway through the season or whatever, he got to pull them pants up a little bit, and then I think he'll start bagging. But for Arsenal, but it's not looking good just off of this
It's not
So
looking
Timo,
performance.
good, man.
if you're not excited for Gyökeres, who on your team are you from? Is it Zubimendi that you're excited to see?
to be honest,
Is he lagging?
the excited they
Yeah.
Personally,
unit from Raya. So
yeah.
like yeah, I think like that unit itself, I think that's what protects us because like for the past 3 years, no one has scored 3 goals against Arsenal. So that alone, I'm like, okay, like I know you're not gonna score 3 goals against me.
So
So if
if
I
I
will get
score
2 goals
two
against
goals, I win the game. Yeah.
you, I'm gonna win. So that's the thing that's just giving me hope. But I want us to sign like I want Odegaard to be uncomfortable in the team. He's too comfortable now. Like, he's a good player, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
I think now he's getting growing. But I think I want a fresh young player that would ginger him, give him competition because he's too relaxed now. He's the captain. Nah, he's not doing it like before
I was
anymore.
gonna ask
I need a number 10.
about like Odegaard as well, because it seems like that's your creative midfield player, and that's like your only option in that position. You know what I mean? So like
Mhm.
all the creativity
Yeah.
kind of relies on if Odegaard has a good game or not, you know? So
Exactly.
do you feel like you're gonna be missing out on Eze? Because I think Eze would have been a perfect signing for Arsenal. If he actually goes to Spurs, I think that's a crazy
That's
steal.
bad, eh?
Yeah, that's a
I know.
crazy steal by them. Like,
He was an Arsenal like graduate. Like we let him go, and
yeah.
like
So was Kane.
was gonna exactly Kane too.
Yeah.
But this one I thought
Yo,
like
yo,
was
but one thing I was going to say though, I hope we have time in the segment to talk about like because obviously we'll talk about the big six. We've talked a lot about the big six, but what about teams that are on the lower half of the table, mid-table, lower half? Because there's been teams that have impressed me a lot, not going to lie. And that's kind of like what I wanted to speak about.
Like what?
Let's even start with
Bournemouth.
let's
What
start
do you
with
think about Sunderland?
Team
Sunderland. Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Sunderland.
I was
Yep.
shocked still.
That's the team I was going to bring up, man, because I know Tim had them as 20th in his predictions, and I
Okay,
didn't
not
think we
20,
have
not
to. We
20.
can
I had them to go down. Not I don't know the order. I said that they're going
20th is
down.
crazy.
They're here to
Those
stay,
guys have
fam. That
some real
Newcastle
black
derby with them,
stars,
they're here to
man.
stay still.
You guys, I think we need to, reconsider that.
And these packed
I
Africans
think
just
I
put them
think
on one
Sunderland
team.
Sunderland can give Brentford a good run for their money. Like I can see Brentford going down.
Yeah, me
No, honestly.
Tell me, bro. I in my predictions, I have Brentford as 18th. I feel
18th.
like they sold too much and they didn't
Tim, they
replace.
are
Yeah.
going down.
Brentford's
Also,
going
They lost
down.
their manager. They lost
Brentford
their
is
best.
going
They're gonna
down
lose their best two
100%,
players.
If they
bro.
lose Wissa
Yeah.
now, who was even on Brentford?
I don't know
Exactly.
still.
It's also just
Like
Thomas
they've been
Frank.
stripped.
they
Thomas
lost their
Frank was probably their
they
biggest
lost
loss.
their
Literally.
Like
they
Thomas
lost
Frank
their whole
for Spurs, to be
third.
honest, I think that's like the most underrated signing for Spurs because he just unlocked fucking Richarlison and all these guys. Like it's kind of crazy, but yeah, Sunderland and even Leeds gotta win
I
this
don't know how Leeds beat Everton,
today.
bro.
Just
They're saying
Everton
they're saying
yeah,
it's
I
a
don't
Everton,
know
I
how.
penalty.
mean,
Yo,
I
It
could have
was a
won either
dime
way, honestly.
minute.
It's a pen.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
dime minute span, like 94th minute. They were gonna
The
draw
guy,
the
the guy dragged his arm out to go touch the ball, like to block the ball. That's a pen.
yeah.
So West Ham's going down too.
Yeah,
No,
that's a
I
good
think
no,
point.
so.
no, no.
Come on, I
I
can't see
think
the
so.
Premier League with all these teams, Brentford and West
Yeah,
Ham,
no.
fam. I can't
Yeah,
imagine the
West
Premier
Ham
League.
is
Burnley going
West Ham
down for
is
sure.
four, but I don't know if they will go down. Like
No,
that might be questioned.
I think they're gonna really like. I think they're gonna be in the lower half, like,
No, for
and I
sure.
think they'll stay there. The
They
way
have
that Graham Potter is kind of dealing with this whole situation, I don't like it at all. So, like, well, Wan-Bissaka is, I'm speechless. I don't think, like, in terms of what he's been doing, I think it's like below his own standards, to be honest with you. And
No,
then,
no. I wouldn't
man,
wish Graham Potter as anyone's manager. Like that's the worst manager I've ever had.
yeah,
Tim, you remember
don't think
the trauma I experienced.
Mm.
don't think
Oh
he's a bad
my
manager.
gosh.
I think he just went to Chelsea at the wrong time. I don't think Graham Potter is a bad manager, to be honest.
Yo, she's always getting cheese.
Uh,
For real
No,
though.
you guys don't understand.
but
Every
I
match
think
that be excited for them to play, and then boom, they just
Yo,
disappoint.
bro.
Nah, I don't think he's a bad player, bro. Graham Potter, he's the one
Yeah,
that made Brighton what they are today. Like he's the one
he
that
did,
gave
he
them.
did, he did, he did, he did. With
But do you
Basuma, yeah,
think
he did.
do you think Graham Potter is good enough to like rebuild a squad like West Ham? I don't
Yeah, I don't know about
I
that.
don't
Maybe
think
though,
so. Maybe, who
maybe.
knows,
But
But
they,
I
Did
don't
they,
think
did they even
Maybe
buy
with new
anyone?
have.
signings, maybe.
I don't know if they. I
I
don't
don't
know if
even
they
think they
buy
even bought
anyone, but
anyone.
they have a couple. They have a couple. Paqueta's still there. Joel Bowen is
But that's
still
just
there.
yeah.
Bowen,
No, no.
yeah, Bowen's still there.
They bought some
Selchuk
players.
is. That's why I don't think they're gonna go down. They
Yeah,
have
no, I know.
guys still. Like
yeah.
Yeah,
have
and they
Even
guys.
bought
I
Wolves,
don't think
some.
I don't think it's enough to push them up
Yeah.
with the competition that's there right now. I don't think it's enough to
So
push
wait,
them
who's
above
the
that other half.
competition? Who's the Is it Sunderland, Leeds?
I think it's Sunderland, Leeds, and
So we all
Wolves.
agree
Wolves.
Burnley's going down.
Leeds.
Burnley's going back down. We all agree Burnley's down.
yeah, Burnley's
But
going
like
down.
So
also
Yeah.
Brighton's still there as well.
Brighton going down?
Brighton.
Right?
Like
They're
that's
top
like
10.
yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying. It's just like when you look at like who they're going to be like facing in the next couple of weeks. I think it's going to be
Oh,
extremely hard for them. I think it's going
I
to be hard for them
think
to
Wolves will go
maintain some
down.
type of status.
Yeah, it
Wait,
seems like
sorry.
their
Wait,
competition.
sorry. So who's
So go
going
ahead,
down
man.
then? Who's going
that's
like
what I'm
the
saying. I know
top?
because I had Burnley, Sunderland, and Leeds. All three that came up back down straight. But now everyone's saying the Sunderland hype train. I'm not buying it.
I'm not buying it too. It's
If
gonna be
if
a close
Sunderland
game.
if Sunderland keep performing like how they did on the weekend, I could see Brentford going down. That's all
Man,
I'm gonna say.
propaganda.
Brentford,
These pack
Brentford,
Africans just put them all in one 11.
Brentford,
I
no,
can
no, no.
see
Tim,
Brentford
Brentford
going
is going
down.
down. That's like my top two teams that are going down for
That's the
sure.
only
Brentford and
that's the only
Montpellier.
one I can
Oh,
see
so
going
the
down.
Yeah.
Brentford. Who's your team, Samuel?
Is Brentford, Sunderland? I don't know who's gonna be a third team though, because
Chihuahua, who's your
mine
own?
is
Burnley.
Brentford, Burnley, Wolves.
oh, sorry,
Wolves.
not Sunderland. It's Brentford instead of
Wolves
Sunderland.
is down there, yeah.
Wolves
But
are going down.
I think Leeds won't keep
Wolves.
it up.
Wolves a good
I don't
show.
think they'll keep it
But
up.
I can't see the Premier League with all
Yeah.
these Wolves and West Ham and
Yeah,
stuff.
me
No,
personally, I have I have Burnley, Brentford, Leeds
Burnley,
personally.
Brentford,
Yeah,
Leeds. Burnley,
I have the
Yeah,
Brentford.
I'm not
same.
really a big fan of Daniel Fark. I feel like he's not. He tries to play. The thing with Daniel Fark, he's going to try to play attacking football. That's way too attacking for a team that doesn't have the players to
The
do so.
quality,
So
right? Yeah.
it looks cute because obviously Everton struggled today. They're a bad team in itself, but you can't play that type of football week in, week out as a team that doesn't have good players. You're gonna
Yeah.
struggle.
crazy.
I rather,
Company
yeah,
did the exact same thing for Burnley, and he got a good signing. He got a job in Bayern.
yeah,
You know when
ban,
the
yeah, yeah.
company was trying to be
He,
like,
he,
yo,
he,
Bro,
he didn't he
yeah,
didn't he didn't
that's
he didn't
my
deserve that
problem.
move still. He
Yeah.
didn't deserve that move still.
One thing I hate about teams that just get promoted, or no, it's not a hate, but like you can't be a team that doesn't have the players, but you want to play fancy, good football.
Right,
Like
from
you're
the
going to
back, right?
struggle.
Yeah, from the
Yeah,
back.
pass
Doesn't
from
make
back.
sense.
Yeah, that's literally how Leeds are right now.
Doesn't make
That's what
Playing
happened
sense.
with Southampton
high
last season.
paced.
Doesn't make sense still. You got
You're
cooked.
going to struggle. Yes, they won today, but over the long run, I feel like they're going to go down. Leeds for sure. Yeah.
But I think even for Leeds though, like the games that matter are the ones against like Everton and Wolves and these types of teams, these mid-table teams. So if they can get a win, Everton away or whatever, like that's still good for them.
Yeah.
If that style works for them, it's definitely not going to work against the top six, top 10 even, but that's what's going to keep them up, I think. If they do stay
True.
up,
True. True,
it's
but the
you guys,
thing is,
yeah,
Everton were just very like Everton were genuinely like they
just
were
poor. Yeah,
very bad. Like
yeah.
obviously, I wouldn't have Everton to go down because at the end of the day, they know how they manage themselves. They'll finish 17th, in my opinion, 16th, 17th, but they were genuinely very bad.
People were
And
saying they'll finish higher because they got some like Grealish. They got
what?
the guy
I
from
said
your
that.
team. What's the guy from your
No, I
team?
said that
No,
as well.
Drewsbury
Drewsbury
Dewsbury
Hall.
Hall,
Hall.
David
Bro,
Dye
yeah.
is still
bro.
there. Like
Mm,
I watched Grealish for 20 minutes. He doesn't look like he like Grealish doesn't have a relegation battle in him. Like he didn't look like he was happy to play. Like he just looks like, okay, yes, they want me. I'm gonna play rah rah rah. But it's not a good fit. Why? Because Everton are genuinely going to struggle, and the type of players that they need right now are players who are going to run, run, run.
mhm,
Grealish isn't that type of guy. Grealish is
mhm.
coming from a team where he has the ball 75% of the time, 80% of the time. He just has to keep it cute, play
Yeah,
his role. At Everton, you're going to be demanded a lot in terms of the distance covered, in terms of things like that, because their games are going to go down to the wire a lot of the
yeah,
times. Like
exactly.
their
That's
games
true.
are not going to be high scoring. So for me, I don't see why they got Grealish. Grealish doesn't fit that team. Like they need runners, they need, thugs that's going to just, do the hard put in the hard yards, try to put balls into the box for Beto and things like that. And players that are good defensively. So I don't really see why they signed Grealish. To me, it doesn't really make sense in terms of their
They
system and their
need
style of
they
play.
need young, hungry wingers, like you said. Like
Yeah,
how Sunderland got a Dingra, that makes sense.
yeah, yeah.
Getting Grealish is working backwards, like you said. If it comes down to it, I don't see him fighting for that club. So
No, he's not going
Wait,
to. I watched
wait,
him
Tammy,
today. I saw
Tammy.
the body
So,
language.
sorry, so Tammy, if they sign a player like Dibbling, for example, would that help them? Because that's a
who'd you say?
Dibbling,
From
Tyler
Southampton.
Dibbling.
But where's that guy? Is he went back to championship?
Yeah, he's in
yeah.
championship
Yeah,
right
he
now.
went
No,
back
no,
to
oh
Apparently,
no,
Everton want
no,
to
no
sign
one
him
picked
again.
him up.
No, Everton's trying to sign him.
Man, they're trying to quote that guy for 100 M's last season.
Yo, you're cooked. You're fried.
Man.
Trying to get Malik Fofana, Malik Fofana from
From
Lyon.
Leon.
Oh yeah,
Again.
that too.
Yeah, yeah.
That would have been good. What
Tim,
even
I
is
thought you already
happening with
signed
that guy?
him.
So no one's gonna scoop that guy then?
Who?
No, I thought Liverpool wanted to sign him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
wait,
thought
hold
I
on.
seen that we're linked to him, but I don't, fam, I don't even
Who's
know,
that?
man.
Fofana, maybe Fofana, the one that plays for Lyon.
Good
Mm.
player.
Wasn't Leon getting relegated to
Yeah,
League?
then
Oh, yeah,
That- that-
PSG
they
saved
were
them,
doing
but
they were doing like a clearance sale for all their
yeah,
players. I don't know what
yeah,
happened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
PSG saved them.
PSG saved
Oh,
them.
okay.
yeah, that's kind of whack.
What do you guys think of Bournemouth? Do you think they sold a lot of players?
They sold a
Bournemouth,
lot of players, but
They did, but they
like
still have.
they replaced the one. Well, that
Yeah.
black guy that we put together, I forgot his name now, but he had a good
Yeah,
season.
they
They're-
got him
I think it's
Lille.
defensively they're
From
gonna
where?
struggle the
Leo?
most.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
good.
from Lille.
I forgot his name, but apparently it looks
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. He's
like
good. He's
Pedro.
good. He's good. I didn't expect him to be that good after
He's good.
they lost all those players. You know.
Yeah, yeah,
I
me
can't lie.
too.
I can't lie. I can't lie. With Bournemouth,
They have
I
a
don't have
coach though.
like I'm not going to watch Bournemouth. The only reason why I will have my eyes on Bournemouth is just to watch Semenyo week in, week out, bro.
Mm.
Like I feel like he's going to get to a level this season that everyone is just going to be so wild because we haven't seen a winger who is as direct and as clinical as he is. Like when I tell you that, like, look, I was literally on this guy's Instagram. Like, all this guy does is shooting practice.
Yeah.
Literally, that's all he does. Shooting practice, left foot, right foot. Like, even the goal he scored last game
The
isn't
left foot
really a
one.
testament of how good he is
It's not.
technically. Like, yes, he scored. That was like, a hard, low-driven shot. But yo, this guy can put
He
balls
can
in top
bang it.
bins,
Yeah, he can
top
bang it.
bins, left foot, right foot, bro. So it's going to
He's
be a
strong.
blessing to watch him. Him and I also like this guy. What's his name? Evan Nielsen. I think he's going to go on that Richarlison trajectory in some ways, but that's the
And this
only
guy,
reason why I'll be tuning in.
I think Semenyo is gonna be linked to Arsenal by January.
he just signed a 5-year deal there. I
I
don't
was about
think
to
Is
say,
it?
yeah. I
So
saw
it's
Oh
like
he
yeah,
five
it
years,
signed
is.
until
but
like
is there a
2030 or
release?
something.
Is there a release
Yeah,
clause on that deal?
yeah.
So I'm not
Probably a
really
release
sure.
clause on that deal.
he look
Those
like
type of
100.
deals is just for financial stuff. He'll probably leave like
Yeah,
next
there's
season.
definitely a release clause on that deal.
Yeah, but he's going.
I was
He's
just
going to
surprised
be a big threat.
this everybody and he didn't leave. I thought he was gonna leave this season, to be honest. Like how they were selling everyone. I thought Semenyo was gonna go too. But they
Yeah.
kept him.
They kept him. So wait, so after this
Yeah.
first match week one of Premier League, has your predictions changed? Your top four predictions? Has anyone's predictions changed? Because Toby, you had Chelsea at third. You guys are still at third.
Yeah, I'm still a Chelsea third. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. I know it sounds funny, but you can't always judge after one game. You can't judge
It's
after one game.
not realistic. It's not funny. I'm saying it doesn't sound realistic. It doesn't sound realistic. Because
I
you know
feel
what?
you.
So
Let me tell you one
who's
thing.
first and second?
See my
Obviously,
own
City
analysis.
pool, City pool for a
City,
second.
Liverpool, then Chelsea.
Yeah,
Chelsea. Okay, bro. Let me ask you this thing as a
Not too
Chelsea
bad.
fan. Be honest. Do
yeah.
you think you guys took a step backwards? To be honest, you
No,
don't think you take a step?
How do we take a
nah. I
step
think I
backwards?
think we progressed. I think we definitely progressed. Like, first
Okay,
of all, like
okay. It's fair.
yeah, we progressed 100%, 100%.
Wait,
Most of our
sorry.
players before our team was young and inexperienced. We didn't know what it felt like to win. Now we know how to. What we know, we now know how it feels like to win. We now know how it feels like to play these big games versus big teams. Don't get me wrong. Like, yes, we drew our first game versus Palace at home, but it's like that's just one game
Okay.
in my opinion.
Yeah. That's
Wait,
not a
sorry.
bad. Palace is
I
a
want to
very
ask
good.
Chim a question. Do you think we digressed or anything like that, or
Yeah, this is why I wanted to see you digress because like the core of your team, right?
Mm,
Like prior to when you got Maresca, you guys got a bunch of new players, right? And they had to gel together to know like how to play. Like they had to
of
build like
course.
a relationship on the pitch, right? And now this season again, I feel like you guys did the same thing again by like scrapping the whole attack and buying a bunch of like a new attack. So I feel like this season too, your attack will have to like. That's why like in that Crystal Palace game, you can say maybe like there was no like attacking threat because like this attack this is you have to gel like Delap will have to know how to play with Palmer, Pedro will have to know how to play with Esteval, like they'll have to like gel like it's a new complete attack. So like I feel like you changed the core of your team and you guys still need a goalkeeper. If you had signed Maignan from AC Milan, I'll say maybe. Or this Donnarumma guy. If Chelsea had gotten a new goalie, I'll say okay maybe. But like I feel like you changed the core of your team too much and like I don't think that will be like enough to take you guys much forward. Maybe like the same place for third, but I don't think the third will be like last season. I don't think you guys will be like a threat like last season. I think you guys will be scared to play. have players, like you have potential, like you can always bring in anyone from the bench. But I don't think you go on the run like how it will be consistent. Like you can go like a 15-game run because of the players need to
To
gel. That's
jail.
my own view. Because it
So,
happened now
so
too.
Chima,
It happened to Arsenal. Like,
would you not say Man United can finish above Chelsea?
nah,
Nah,
you
no
know what?
chance.
No.
I
No.
tell you,
No.
how many times I have to say this?
Maybe
If they
that
have Onana, they're finished.
that would
Eh,
No.
How many times I have
I
to
have
say
a
this
I have
now?
a question for Chelsea fans. Do you guys think your team is gonna be better in tournaments or throughout the Prem, like in the
Tournaments.
league? Because
mm,
I feel like you guys will be a stronger tournament team. Like I see you guys winning FA Cup, maybe even doing like a run
Tim,
in
Tim,
Champions
I
League
even
if
have them
the
for
draw
Champions
is right.
League.
Tim, what
I
did
have
I
them
say?
for
I feel like they'll
Yeah,
do a lot better in the
for
UCL.
champs, like yeah, for champs, I think you guys might have like a pretty decent run if
because
you
of the
guys get
help
a
of
nice
team.
draw, you know? Like
Yeah.
so I don't know. Personally, for Chelsea, I see like they're gonna be a strong tournament team. Like if I'm Maresca, I'm going full on for Champions League,
Champions League straight.
and then just trying to get like some sort of a top four finish, top five finish in the league. You know.
The only thing is that United play one game a week, so maybe that's the only advantage they might
And
have.
I think it's
But
a big
In my
advantage.
in my opinion, like United, I don't even have them finishing top eight.
Wow.
Like I'm not even trying to be hateful, but it's like, look,
Wow.
if you're telling me that United is going to go into every single game with Casemiro and Bruno as their two pivot midfielders,
Yeah.
then what are we saying right now? What are we really saying? Like
I agree
that,
with you.
like the ball is not moving. The ball is not moving. Like thing with this game, thing with Prem, the ball has to move. Like you need midfielders who can move the ball. Like look at players like Declan Rice. Look at players like Rodri. Look at players like even
yes, you
Liverpool's
do.
midfield, McAllister, especially a lot of emphasis on Declan Rice. Like these are players who can get that ball rolling, who can connect, from defense to attack, things like that. Casemiro, his legs are gone. Like his legs are
No, but to
literally
be fair,
gone.
he was hitting his
And
passes versus Arsenal, huh?
I feel like Arsenal were just struggling. Like Arsenal
Hmm.
were just struggling in
Yeah,
general. And
they
obviously
were
first
right.
game of the week, high intensity. The fans were crazy that
Hmm.
game. So it's like the whole team was gingered. But look at it, like I just feel like United's midfield is going to struggle. Is going to struggle. And like if anything happens and anything happens to either of them, who is going to come in for those two? Because for me already, that
That's
midfield two isn't good. But if anything happens to both of them, who comes in? Like who slots in? Like I just don't feel like they have a well-rounded team. The goalkeeper situation is also a big question mark as well. Um, like I'm not really a big like I'm just not a big fan of the way that team is currently orchestrated, and you can't just put all the pressure on Cunha and Mbeumo every single game. It's going to be a lot for me for them to handle. That's just how I see it.
Mm,
So top seven, top eight, I don't really have United right now. Like I'll be so real with you guys. Like I feel like teams like Newcastle are still going to finish above them. Teams like Villa are still going
Villa's
to
still
finish
there.
above them. I feel like obviously Chelsea, I even feel like Spurs have a better chance of
Mm.
finishing above United right now.
Think about
But
Spurs. I don't want
I
to put
just,
too much pressure on Spurs because I always buy their
100%.
hype, and then Spurs are just
Hundred
Spurs.
percent, 100%. I just don't like the build of this United team, and it's just going to feel like a lot of pressure is going to be put on Mbeumo and Cunha every single game,
Yeah.
and I don't
mm.
really know. I don't really like the looks of that at all.
Yeah, the other thing with United is that we kind of put ourselves in a position where like our attack kind of has to stay fit for the full season,
Oh
which
yeah,
I
they
mean
do.
we
Dude, dude.
are playing
Oh,
one
yo,
game a week, but like
I was
if
gonna
we
bring up AFCON.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I even
that
forgot
as
about
well.
that
AFCON.
too.
We got
Hey,
Diallo and Wembo,
Yeah,
Onana, all of
God.
these guys gone. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think personally, like I agree with the whole midfield thing. The legs are not gonna last the whole season. By November, Casemiro's gonna decline, and then the only way I see we make some sort of a top six finish is if our whole attack stays healthy and we sign some sort of a midfielder by the end of the window or in January. Even if it's not like a marquee signing, but just someone to add depth to the squad.
so where do you
Like an
think you finish
Endo.
though?
Mhm.
Enduke.
No, no, no. I was
Yo,
like
Alpha
just
Endo.
no. I was just thinking like
Like
I
a
like
squad
the Endo
player.
signing for Liverpool. Like I like
Yeah.
Oh,
something like that. Like a six who
utility.
isn't really
Okay, utility. Yeah.
utility guy.
So Slick, where
What
you
do
guys?
you,
So now that where do you still think you finish?
I honestly,
I had you guys at sixth.
I have United. Yeah, I was gonna say sixth. Um, but I think if we, yeah, if we have, one or two more signings by the end of the summer or even in January, then we can probably make top five.
You think so? Okay.
Um, but realistically speaking, I think top six should be
That'd
our
be
goal.
a
Yeah,
successful season.
should
Top
be.
six.
Yeah, that should be our goal is top six.
So Michael,
At
what about
least at
Spurs?
least get Europe.
What's a
You know.
successful season?
Successful season for me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not expecting a lot. I'm expecting a Carabao Cup maybe.
Hmm.
Hopefully that'll be fantastic. Definitely. I see us. Like probably like a good 7, 8. I once again like that's before I think we need a bit more time to gel, especially with like our signings from last season now getting opportunities to now like kind of come in, especially like Lucas Bergvall, who's like
Oh, he's
a
a baller.
really
He's a baller.
exactly a really talented guy, but I think he just needs a bit more time to solidify himself. So yeah, definitely like a cool seven, cool
What about the
seven. I'd
Champions
say
League? You guys think you can make a run there too? No.
that. The
Hey,
Super Cup once again like it exposed how young and how new we are to like these well developed teams. So
Yeah.
yeah, like I don't think we're gonna do as
But you
as well
still
as we anticipate.
in the Super Cup, you guys still had like a very decent first half. Like you guys showed PSG something. You know what I mean? Like nobody was
Yeah,
expecting Spurs to be up to 2-0. You know?
exactly. But like then
Mm,
like they have opportunities like over a period of time
right.
they're gonna figure us out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
Like
I
it's
guess you
I,
guys. I think thing with Spurs like sometimes they get too defensive and they just all come back to that low block and just try to
yeah.
hold on until you guys get a result or whatever. It's not gonna work in Europe as much. Um,
Hmm.
but the one thing I do like about Spurs is Thomas Frank and like the way he just unlocks these attackers. Specifically like Kudus and Richarlison. Like, bro, last time I saw Richarlison play this well was in the World Cup. That was 2022, man. Like,
Hmm.
you know, um, Kudus, he was his like when he went to West Ham, and West Ham had a crazy window last year, and I thought like West Ham were gonna go crazy, but then they just ended up shitting the bed, with Lopetegui and that whole system, whatever that was, you know what I mean? But like
Hmm.
Kudus was just basically rotting in West Ham, and now like
Exactly.
he's actually in a system that can benefit from him, and Kudus
But
like
also
has a
like
crazy ceiling.
for sure, but like also look at like our defenders. We have like mans like Jet Spence. We have guys like Pedro Porro who
Mm.
obviously like help help in that like attacking roles or attacking situations. So it's like for me, once again, like I feel like we're not hard to figure out.